Hello everyone. So today we are going to figure out what's wrong with LED of this wonderful device. This is Asus ROG LIX 2024 gaming console in really great condition, but it has some minor issue. One of light diodes doesn't work properly in this thumbstick ring. So on this side we see that our LED works fine and smooth, the transition effect is nice, but on this side, this upper point, it doesn't work. And when we try to press it right here, sometimes it starts working better. Oh, yep. Now it kind of works, but if we pay attention, we'll see that it doesn't change color. The bottom LED diode changes color, and this is kind of stuck until we press it. So let's try to figure it out. Let's disassemble the console. And to do this, we will need very simple tools. Guitar pick and screwdriver set, or you can use any screwdriver, like any cheap one. Just be careful to not damage a very fragile and gentle plastic on this console. We need regular Phillips screwdriver. It is not even a precision one. Okay, let's try to do that. Pay attention that this screw is a little bit shorter than others, so don't mix them up. And these two screws we can just turn over. Oh, they don't want to fall off. Okay, well, let's try to open it. We will be using guitar pick. It has seen better days, but it still does its job. And just like that, slowly and gently. Yep, that works. When removing back cover, be careful because it is connected with the main board with the ribbon cable. So don't lift it too fast. Yep, here it is. Let's remove these two screws. Yep. And let's disconnect the backplate. So, regarding this backplate, what is interesting here? If we look over the proximity sensor, so it detects when the this back cover is aligned and fixed in its place, and it allows the console to turn on. When this proximity sensor is not covered with anything, the console won't turn on unless we plug charger. So if you want to turn your console on when it is partially or completely disassembled, don't forget to cover this proximity switch with something. And of course, when this module is completely disconnected, our console won't turn on battery. Okay, so this is our diode ring, and to get to it we basically need to disassemble the entire console and remove everything, probably including the motherboard. Well, let's figure it out. We are going to unscrew our vibration motors. Carefully unplug them. Okay, first of all, we need to remove the battery. Let's do that. The battery connector is secured with this metal bracket. We need to unbuckle it, but don't do it with metal tools because you can shorten the positive terminal. So just like that. Now battery is disconnected and there are no screws that keep securing our battery, so we can lift it up. Yep, just like that, and remove it. And we don't really need to... Oh, no, we do. We do need to remove our vibration motors. So let's continue doing it. Yep. One is removed. And let's proceed to the second one. Unscrew. The second one is removed as well. Now, what we want to do now, let's remove these boards that hold our thumbsticks. Pay attention that these screws have different length. Here is the shorter one, here is longer one. Don't mix them up. And it is better to lift your console a little bit while you unscrew it, because the thumbstick can fall off. And don't forget to unfasten this ribbon cable. And now, just like that, we can remove our thumbstick. Nice and clean. Let's put it aside. So this is our LED ring that apparently has issues, but we cannot remove it because some of screws, especially that one, is under the main board. So we have no choice but basically remove the entire main board. Okay, let's proceed with that. Let's remove second thumbstick. What is this? Some kind of piece of tape. I assume that right in this place goes our proximity sensor. Let's try to align it. Yep, so it goes here. So let's keep this piece of tape on its place. Unsecure ribbon connector, lift a little bit up and unscrew. This screw is short, this screw is short, and the last one is also short. And just like that, we removed the right thumbstick. Okay, what we can do next? Apparently we need to remove trigger plates. Let's do this. So one of screws is already unscrewed. Let's unscrew the second one. It is short one, and let's remove this trigger just like that. Okay, so now we have access to one of screws of this lead ring, but we don't have access to the second one, so we don't have any other way but to remove the motherboard. Let's unscrew our fan. Just like that. Here is the fan connector. This connector has very tiny and thin wires, so we definitely don't want to damage them, and we still need to unfasten it. Okay, just like that. And now I assume that we can lift it up without removing the heatsink. Oh yeah, okay. Probably lifting it up is even not that important as long as we unscrewed all the screws that hold it in place. But we definitely want to remove the speakers connector. Just like that. Okay, let's unscrew our second fan. Just like this. And apparently, yeah, we definitely need to lift it up, because under this fan there are here is its cable. Let's try to very gently remove it. Yep, and now we can lift it up, and below it there is our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna connector. So let's very gently lift them up. You don't need to remember where each one goes, because they are signed. Here is B for black and W for white. Now we can lift them a bit up and move them to the side, probably to this opening. Yep, just like that. So what we can do now, for the peace of mind, we can unfasten the ribbon cable of our right ring. Okay, be very gentle with it, because it is very, very fragile. Remove the plate from the LCD connector and lift the LCD connector up and pull it like this. Cool. Now we need to remove our right trigger. Just like that. And what has left is... okay, we do have one more connector here, connector of our ring with problems, like that. And now all that have left is only one screw. Okay, let's try to unscrew it. So apparently, currently, there is nothing left that holds our motherboard in place. Oh, there is something. The power button connector. Yeah, here we go. So now we removed our motherboard and gently put it aside. So here's what's left. What's left is this ring with issues. So what we will try to do is we will remove it and inspect it. Its screws, oh, they look the same. No, they are not. Guys, pay attention, because they are not the same. They are thinner than other screws, so keep that in mind and don't mix them up. Here is our lead ring. Okay, so I assume that when I press the top of this ring and the LED diode starts working, most likely the issue is with the diode itself. So let's just try to replace it. I ordered it on eBay. This is Asus genuine replacement. This is not an aftermarket part. So let's try to install it. Okay, it doesn't want to get to its place. Okay, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now let's secure it with its screws. I prefer to screw them like halfway until I get both sides secured, and after that gently tighten them up. This is not metal, guys, so be very gentle. You don't want to over tighten it so that it breaks apart. Okay, now let's install our motherboard. Just like that. Be mindful of speaker connector and LCD connector, and maybe there's something else left. Okay, speaker connector went under. Okay, just like this. Not really, because here goes our LED ring connector ribbon cable. Okay, here we go. Now it looks better. So, of course, before completely assembling the console, we would like to check if it actually worked, because maybe the issue is in something else. So let's do a very minimal assembly. We won't be completing like full assembly back because it's time consuming. Let's connect our LCD. Let's connect, we definitely want to connect our cooling fans to make sure that it doesn't overheat. One and second one. Yep, like this. So let's secure our board with its only screw. And now it should be pretty much enough to turn it on and check. Until you forget to fasten back up the power button connector. So, okay, but remember, When this our back cover with proximity switch is disconnected, it won't turn on, but that is fine. We don't even connect the battery for now. We don't really need it. Because I'm going to bypass this limitation of back cover and that proximity switch and just turn it on with the power cable. So we got our light diode and we can turn our ROG on. Now the moment of truth is, will this LED work? We need to wait for a while because after the proximity switch has been triggered, the fast boot doesn't work in this case, and first boot will take a while, like probably a couple minutes. Oh, there is actually my bad. I completely forgot to plug in the battery, the LED. And let's not joke with it, and let's actually turn it off and plug it. Yeah, okay. Now we can disconnect the charger and very gently let me get another tweezers, but it doesn't really matter. No, they're not convenient either. Okay, just like this, and secure. Okay, now let's try to connect our charger, wait until LED shows up. Okay, and turn it on. Yep, and we clearly see that our LED is working and it's changing colors, and I don't need to press it, and it is working fine. So basically at this point we can consider our testing done. We clearly see that it works just fine. Okay, so now let's shut it off and finish our assembly back. Oops, I forgot to connect our antenna connectors. For that we need to lift up the cooler, the fan, okay, looks nice. Here is the tiny slots that allow us to like put this cable into them, and let's try to align it properly with the connector and very gently fasten it. Okay, it is not that easy. Okay, here we go. First one in place. second one, white one, is longer. Yep, and we don't have any issues with it. Okay, both of them are in their places, and now we can put the fan back on, secure it with one screw, and plug in its connector. It doesn't really want to go in. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now there is time to put this ribbon cable back in place. The ribbon cable for our right LED ring. It is very fragile, guys. Be very careful with it. Asus is actually nice. It literally tells ring, so that we know what has to be connected here. And just like that. Now there is a good time to install our thumbsticks, I guess. Let's start with the right one. Actually, you can, while you disassembled it, you can take a regular brush for painting windows, trim it a little bit so that its bristles are shorter, or you can use a toothbrush or whatever you have in hand and just clean it like that. It is actually pretty clean and nice. There is not much to clean here, but just in case. And let's lift it up and install it in place, just like this. Now we've got 3 screws. And remember, this screw is the longer one. Okay, so both of our sticks are in place. Let's connect it. Cool. Now there is time to put back our vibration motors. guys also be careful. The vibration motors, they come wrapped in something like foam, and it's quite important to get it wrapped and get it installed in its plastic slot with this insulation touching the plastic, not the metal parts touching the plastic, because in this case they won't work properly. They can vibrate quite intensely when the motor like beats up the plastic part, and you aren't gonna like that sound and sensation. So make sure that this foam is still in its place. Okay, don't forget to connect the speakers. And now we can put our battery back in. Apparently I forgot to put one more screw. This screw looks too long for this place. And let me figure out why. I know why. Because this screw is located on my back cover. I don't need to put it in yet. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so time to connect the battery. Okay, these two screws are short, and these two are long. They also hold our fans. Now we can connect our battery. The spot is tight and you need to align it properly. Okay, like this. And don't forget to put the bracket back on, like that. Perfect. Now we can secure our back cover. After you have everything done, you do want to do a comprehensive testing. Test every peripheral device, test every button, every diode, coolers, sound, microphone, power button, fingerprint scanner, basically everything that could have been disconnected in progress. Perfect. Now when it turns on, we can disconnect charger and it continues to work. And we can already see that our light ring works absolutely fine. So if your LED lights they fall inside, in most cases it means that your screw hinges are broken and you need to replace these hinges. they can break easily. See how tiny they are? They can break and your LED ring starts to fall inside. So if it happens, just order it on Amazon, on eBay, on AliExpress, anywhere you can find it, and replace it. But the best way is to find used one. It is not a shame that it is used one, but the main goal is to get as quality part as possible, and the highest quality part is Asus genuine in our case. Okay, and take a look how beautiful it is. Let's calibrate our triggers. Let's calibrate this one again. Perfect. And also let's make sure that our vibration motors work fine. Let's go for that. Let's go to general. Maybe not general. I don't really remember. Okay, control mode, configure, and yeah, here's our vibration settings. Yeah, they work fine. And if you hear like too much rattling, that means that vibration motor housing, metal housing, touches the plastic slot, and you need to make sure that there is enough of that foam liner around it. So pay very close attention to it every time you remove and reinstall vibration motors. In our case, it is just fine. And this is it. All works just fine. Thank you guys for your attention. See ya.